Now at 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
We hope your AC is ready for tomorrow. Mother Nature is turning up the thermostat, and it's really going to feel like summer out there across Connecticut. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. We're at the tail end of that air quality alert. The haze will clear up, but the heat and humidity are sticking around.
Let's get right over to Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank. Rachel, how hot are we talking about here?
Well, don't worry, this isn't the temperature for tomorrow, but this is the number of days since it has been 90 degrees. 281, and I think we are going to see our first 90-plus degree day tomorrow, at least away from the Connecticut shoreline. It's just right around 90 degrees. I don't think we'll get too much hotter than that. It will be humid, too. An air quality alert continues until 11 o'clock tonight, so just about another hour. I would tell you to limit outdoor strenuous activity, but I mean, it's 10 o'clock at night, so you're probably not planning anything too strenuous for the next hour or so. This is not in effect tomorrow right now. The National Weather Service and the DEEP may choose to reevaluate that tomorrow. We do just kind of have a stagnant air mass in place where there's not a whole lot of mixing going on, so it is possible that we get another one tomorrow. Either way, you know the drill. We got to take care of ourselves when it is warm and humid like this. Temperatures right now in the 60s to right around 70. It's not too humid right now, but that humidity will be climbing overnight and especially during the middle of the day tomorrow. Overnight lows will be in the 60s, so it is not going to be as cool tonight as it has been the last few nights and following mornings. And then tomorrow we are heating things up with highs around 90 inland and 80s for the Connecticut shoreline. We'll get a closer look at the forecast, including a rising chance for storms for the end of the week coming up.
All right, Rachel, thank you. Well, it's just a couple of minutes after the hour, and we are following breaking news. 2 active fire investigations underway right now.
The first is in Plainville. The fire broke out around 7 tonight on West Main Street in a mixed-use building with businesses on the ground floor, apartments above. The fire department just confirmed there were no injuries. Some people have been displaced tonight. We don't know how many, though. The fire marshal is still on scene.
Now, the second fire investigation is underway in Vernon, and we just received an update from the fire marshal there moments before we came on the air. Crews pulled up to the home at Prospect Street at 7:20 p.m. to find a house engulfed. It took 90 minutes to bring the fire under control. The house is being considered a total loss. 2 people are getting help from the Red Cross tonight. A new here at 10, a vigil tonight in West Hartford for a man hit and killed by a car Sunday night. And those who came out say it's just the latest in a string of preventable tragedies.
Fox 61's Kate Pattyfoot talked to people who say the roads in West Hartford are just too dangerous.
After a car crash claimed the life of 63-year-old Stephen Mendelson at this West Hartford intersection, people are saying enough is enough. Members with the group Bike West Hartford held a vigil Wednesday night honoring him and calling for change.
David Goldfarb, age 80, killed by a driver.
An almost unending list of names, all names of people who have been hit and killed in the town of West Hartford. 63-year-old Stephen Mendelson was the newest name to that list. He died after being hit by a car Sunday evening at the New Britain Avenue and South Main Street intersection. Members of Bike West Hartford held a vigil Wednesday, inviting town officials and those who knew him personally.
Stephen Mendelson was one of the holiest men I ever knew in my entire life. He was a fearless advocate at the state legislature just as a citizen activist.
Bike West Hartford volunteer Katie Lance says the intersection where Mendelson was hit is dangerous and something needs to be done to prevent more deaths from happening there.
The town has committed to Vision Zero, which is this idea that you don't take traffic accidents as just something that happens, but instead commit to 0 deaths and 0 serious injuries on our roadways.
The town is working to address the safety issues in town, especially New Britain Avenue, since it's a state road.
We've been working diligently over the past year to implement several strategies throughout town to address road safety.
Mark Walsh has lived in the area for more than 30 years. He's worried the construction of apartment buildings near Blueback Square and the newest Starbucks on South Main Street are to blame for some of the traffic issues in town.
You know, things have gotten worse. We've had many injuries, fatalities, and they incorporated this Vision Zero, but at the same time, they're building high-density housing. There's 1,500 units coming in. So what are 1,500 units going to bring with them? Cars and people. So you can't have it both ways.
Town manager Rick Ledwith says he and the town council are working to identify areas in town where they will propose safety measures like speed and red light cameras. In West Hartford, Kate Pattyfoot, Fox 61.
Kay, thank you. There is a thief in Berlin. Police there want to find the person who stole several signs that support the Connecticut Special Olympics. Law enforcement were supposed to pass those signs during their annual torch run, but now they're stuck looking for them. Fox 61's Valerie Moravi has the story from Berlin.
Yeah, I spoke to several people and they tell me they're upset. They tell me this incident, it's about more than just stolen signs. They say this is disrespectful to those who are taking part of this annual event, those who are donating to this cause, and those who are getting an opportunity to play in the sports they love. The law enforcement torch run is one of the largest fundraisers for Special Olympics Connecticut. The torch run takes place across 3 days all over the state, leading up to the Summer Games happening June 6th through the 8th down in New Haven. Thousands of active and retired law enforcement members and Special Olympics athletes carry the flame of hope across numerous cities and towns in great showing of support for the Games. Often seen along the routes are long signs with the names of sponsors who have donated to the Special Olympics cause. But in the town of Berlin, the police department is investigating several signs that were stolen.
It's a terrible thing. It's very unnecessary, very petty.
Nick Lefebvre of Berlin was disappointed to hear this happening in his town. The signs have been put out along Veterans Way near the Stop and Shop. Police posted photos of the signs in hopes of someone might have known what happened to them. Lefebvre is among many in Berlin who supports the Special Olympics cause as a story of success, love, and respect. And they are disheartened to think someone would do that for such a cause.
Especially in this community, very friendly community, it's kind of shocking, to be honest.
Now, Berlin police is asking anyone with information about this incident to contact them. In Berlin, Valerie Moravi, Fox 61.
We have just about an hour left until the midnight release of Nintendo's next generation gaming console.
Gamers lined up at stores all across the state today to get their hands on the Switch 2. A lot of people, of course, have pre-ordered this, but there are still some hoping to snag one on the spot.
Fox 61's Raven Blue spoke with the fans who were lined up in Manchester.
It's a moment 8 years in the making, and gamers are ready to switch to Nintendo's Switch 2.
Everyone's excited for it. People were camping out from 4 a.m.
Gamers in Manchester lined up outside of GameStop Wednesday to get their pre-sale receipt for the new Nintendo Switch 2, not wanting to miss out on being among the first to play the highly anticipated gaming console.
Everyone starts playing it around the same day, and so you get kind of a FOMO situation because, everyone's online talking about it.
The day that I did the pre-order, I came out at like 3 p.m. The store didn't open until 11 a.m. the next day, but I just knew that I couldn't miss it.
This release came with a lot of confusion after tariffs implemented by the White House ended up pushing the pre-order date back, and many thought that would push up the price of the Switch 2 also.
I originally submitted an application to the Nintendo website to get one. And then literally the next day they were like, we're delaying everything. And, basically. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's going to get more expensive. It's going to maybe not come for a long time.
After the delay to pre-orders, Nintendo ultimately decided to stay with the initial price of $450 for just the console and $500 for the bundle pack that includes the new Mario Kart World game. Gamers were relieved to see Nintendo keep its original plan, but that probably wouldn't have changed their minds anyway.
I would have told myself yes, but I would have ended up getting it anyway.
If I felt like it would be different, in a month or two, then maybe, but I would still get it.
GameStop says anyone that pre-ordered their console on May 24th but weren't able to make it to the store at midnight to pick it up have 48 hours to get their Nintendo Switch 2. In Manchester, Raven Blue, Fox 61.
Crystal Lake Road in Ellington is back open. It closed for hours today so police could investigate a motorcycle crash there. State police have not updated us on how the motorcycle rider is doing. We were told this afternoon only that they were badly hurt. Our desk has calls out to learn more about the crash.
The Office of Inspector General is looking into the death of 51-year-old Joseph Jackson. He died while in Wolcott police custody. There is body camera footage of the incident, but we're not showing it. Police were called just after midnight Tuesday for reports of someone acting erratically, and officers say they found Jackson agitated, possibly under the influence. He was handcuffed for safety reasons and was later sedated by EMS. Moments later, he went into cardiac arrest and died at the hospital. The medical examiner has not yet determined the cause of death. Well, on this last day of the legislative session, the governor thanked the General Assembly for approving House Bill 5004.
The governor says he'll sign the climate package once it gets to his desk. As written, it sets new net zero greenhouse gas emission goals. The goal here, no emissions by 2050. It also creates a clean economy council, boosts solar canopy planning, and rewards climate conscious businesses with tax breaks. Despite some pushback, the bill cleared the Senate.
And the state's budget bill found new enemies. New Haven's mayor took aim at Governor Lamont, accusing him of failing Connecticut students. Justin Elicker blames the governor for blocking more funding for urban school districts. He says Lamont refused to lift state per student funding, which hasn't increased since 2013, and that the state's budget prioritized fiscal guardrails over student needs. With a $16 million shortfall, New Haven schools now face program cuts and staff layoffs.